For all my Hulkamaniacs that have stuck with me through the thick and thin, train, said their prayers, and eat their vitamins, be a survivor, man. Don't smoke, it's a joke.
Hello and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing. We chronologically critique wrestling storylines pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is your host from Countryside Ghost Town, it's your boy Jay. From Countryside Knackertown, it's V1.
What's that crack?
And from Posh Southside, it's OC. Yeah.
I do.
It's OSW 93 Survivor Series 1994 and it's coming up right now. Welcome, Knackers!
Happy days are here again.
How are you doing, V1, sir?
Or Steve, piebald.
Love it. It's been fucking ages. Absolutely dying to meet up and record some more bollocks. Very happy to see you guys.
Are you happy to see me? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Mildly.
Yeah,
Mostly.
You're not inconvenienced.
Content.
Okay. Okay, so last Sunday was the OSW 92, the pre-show for the Survivor Series. Thanks so much for your lovely words about that. And also, you can catch all of our lockdown videos, like OSC reviewing the Terminator 6 and the latest Nogger U film review, Bill and Ted's. No, their bogus journey. I was about to go into their
song.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's bogus fucking journey.
Let's just go straight to it. It's time to meet your maker, WWF Survivor Series 1994.
What tonight comes down to is a matter of principle and a matter of pride. There's some things in this world you just can't put a price on.
So what's it all about?
It's all about money. And we're going to show the whole world tonight that where the true power lies. It's right here in the almighty Dom.
Okay, Riviera? Okay, Dangerous? Well, let's mosey on into town.
It's Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. The last time, actually, as from next year onwards, there will be on their regular Sunday slot. November 23rd, from San Antonio, Texas, at the Freeman Coliseum, home of the San Antonio Iguanas and the Stock Show and Rodeo. Oh, there. Pay-per-view buys 205,000, up a whopping 41% from last year. Attendance is 10,000 with 2,000 free tickets. That's not as good as when I first saw it. With a gate of, do you want to have a guess? Okay, last time at SummerSlam 94 was $19.79. So what do you think they're bringing in for the Survivor Series?
$14.50.
$17.
$17.50. Well done. So 140 grand at the gate. Commentators on play-by-play is Vince McMahon and Gorilla Monsoon. Lawler's wrestling, he's out. Stan Lane, he's shit. So Monsoon's filling in.
Stan Lane, he's shit. He is.
Yeah, two baby faces, two play-by-play guys. It's like, I just guess we'll have to agree to agree.
By the way, I take umbrage with your Stan Lane point. I thought he's far superior to Vince. I thought he was great, but we talk more about that in the
Any good
pre-show.
lines? What would he say?
It doesn't matter, but give me the good lines from Vince. Give me the good lines from Gorilla.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Pay-per-view all over the world.
So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Wait, what about Randy Savage? Vince wished him well in his future endeavors. November 7th, Macho was already talking to WCW who would debut under a month later. December 3rd. Really funny. You know the way WWF magazine, it takes weeks and weeks to come out, so they have to do it in advance. So the December magazine, Macho was already in WCW, and he had a segment in it giving out that, like, everywhere that's not the WWF, it's the minor leagues, and you should be ashamed. I wouldn't go to WCW if they gave me $40 million. He's like, you went for substantially less.
Yeah, he did say he wouldn't go for 40 million. He didn't say he wouldn't go for 5.
Like, he was asking for 600, and they're like, no, absolutely not.
600 million. Yeah. Worth every penny.
It cuts to Ted outside the Dove Brewery. Well, that's the end of me. But what about snapping into a Slim Jim? Even though Macho went and he'd still do it with WCW, WWF still had a contract with Slim Jim. So get ready. Who snaps into a Slim Jim? Bam Bam Bigelow.
What? People think I'm excitable. Do you think it's the Slim Jim? You need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim.
Of all the people.
And Babyface Diesel.
Big Daddy Cool needs a big lift. I go for the big beef and spice. Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh, I see, you're watching the WWE Network version, which is...
2 hours 42.
Oh yeah, V1 with the Silver Vision home video, which includes the pre-show on Coliseum AXLCOOSIV, which is...
3 hours 9.
And I'm watching the live version, which includes not the Silver Vision, but a lot of the fuck-ups and ads and stuff like that. So 3 hours 14 minutes.
Oh my god.
But a 5-match card, 3 Survivor Series matches, and 2 big singles matches, 2.5 hour pay-per-view. Get the fuck in.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Our inaugural contest is the Bad Guys versus the Teamsters, a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination tag match. It's the Bad Mang, Kid Mang, Dog Mang, Quiche Mang, and Barb Mang versus Lost the Smile Mang, Truck Mang, Music Mang, Slammy Mang, and Clan Mang.
Clan Mang?
Yeah, Jim the Clanville Neidhart here. He'd be gone after this pay-per-view. He'd no-show events in January and would terrorise Virgil on the indies clad in KKK robes.
Oh my god.
Hence, Clanville. Splicey.
Here comes the henchman! No, it's not the blood! It's Jim the Apple Neidhart! I can't believe what I've just seen, Doc!
Heels Sean, Diesel, Jarrett, Owen, and Neidhart out first. Sean nips in front of Diesel and starts hot dogging, his ego getting the better of him. Great tease for dissension and future breakup of the two.
Look at that!
Oh, I see, the Teamsters. What a shit name.
Isn't that a union?
Yeah, there's a bit of kind of corrupt Jimmy Hoffa union in bed with the mafia thing, and also like Teamsters. They're so lazy and surly.
Yeah. That episode was after this show.
Yeah,
was it?
I think
it was,
so.
yeah. I'll get a Teamsters, Pit Crew, Diesel, Mack Truck. This is the worst year for team names. Guts and Glory, Clowns Are Us, Royal Family, Bad Guys, even like $1 Million Team. They've done it before, so it's quite uninspired, you know? Oh, Elliot Jumpshoe from the Survivor Series 1990 YouTube comment section says, if Skinner captained a Survivor Series team, they'd be called the Four Skinners.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
They're facing babyfaces, the Intercontinental Champion and Captain Razor Ramon, the 1-2-3 Kid, Tasseled Bulldog, and Head Shrinkers Fatu and Sion. Where's Samu? He hated the Captain Lou shtick, started no-showing, so they just replaced him with the former Barbarian. He's back. Former Powers of Pain member, left in 92 for WCW. He even faced Farouk for the WCW title at Halloween Havoc 92.
Oh, that'll put the bums in seat. Jesus.
New storyline shtick, the Head Shrinkers hate wearing boots.
But Sion obviously will only wrestle in boots because I don't think he ever wrestled barefoot, did he? So obviously Barbarian said, fuck that, I'm not wrestling barefoot. We're doing a boot thing.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're not wearing boots anymore. Like, going barefoot means you can count to 20. And keep that one in the pocket, Steve. Fatu has trouble with his boots on the outside. Ooh, that'll come into play later. Kick off with 1-2-3 and Owen. And Owen says, no thanks. The King of Hearts leaves the ring in a great heel heat decision.
Yeah.
Awesome. Crowd boo when he does come in asking for Bully. Owen does his WrestleMania 10 wrist lock escape spot, but Bulldog reverses it, which puts Davey Boy over as a top wrestler. Then he does a kind of guard the yard as the baby faces beat up Owen in the corner.
Guard the yard. I like
The
it.
dog, you see.
The big dog.
Yeah.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
And Bully capitalizes with a big press. You love the, and that was Owen's, obviously.
My favourite.
One of my favourite Owen stories is it's the Allied Powers, Bulldog and Lex Luger. They'd be wrestling Owen in a tag match. They're both big power men, both big beefy dudes, so they both want to do a big press slam. Owen comes in, he just sandbag Lex, and so Lex is, get him up, and okay, and slams him. And then when Bulldog would get tagged in, Owen would go whoop, so he just picks him up and throws him around.
That's good. That's good. I like. Okay, fair enough. That's my only that was Owen story that I enjoyed.
And that was on.
It's Owen.
I'm standing up dead now. What the hell? No, do it. Cover it.
Fatu does a one-man flying headbutt, but then tends to his boot-clad feet. This self-distraction causes him to get beat up. Jarrett outwits Razor and slaps the back of his head. What a cheeky cunt. And then he scarvers to the other side of the ring to Hot Dog in safety.
Love Jeff Jarrett. Anytime he does anything or gets something over on someone, he hot dogs to the crowd, lets them boo, he taps the temple, and he soaks it in. Don't care what anyone says.
Yes.
He's fucking great.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets it.
His newest CD, Ain't I Great? I understand it's on the NAA label, Vince. The NAA, what's that? Not available anywhere. Oh my goodness!
Vince revs up the unbelievable count. Faces enter the ring.
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 3, hip toss to the outside.
Unbelievable.
Fatu does a bit of too cool dancing to celebrate his no-sell.
Unbelievable.
And then he gets clotheslined, jackknife and pin.
Oh, and unbelievable clothesline. Uh-oh, and an elimination.
Mack Truck's taken 13 minutes to enter and murders these lads. 1, 2, 3 Kid with a top rope sunset flip and Hello, denied. Brilliant. Denied and countered with a huge choke toss, followed up with a jackknife and boot on chest pin. 1, 2, 3. Fan of that?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Sione's in, throw Nash to the rope, telegraphed, sandbag powerbomb. You're out too.
1, 2, and a count of 3.
Bully gets into fisticuffs with Jarrett and Owen on the outside. He's counted out. Wow. Razor's by himself against the entire heel team.
Was Bully counted out?
Yeah.
Note that. Bully, he was with Jarrett and Owen on the outside, but only Bully got counted out there. Gloriously cunty Sean starts calling the shots from the apron. Opportunistic schoolboy from Razor, near fall. Brett's rope Bulldog, near fall. Big back body drop from Diesel to the Razor and... Unbelievable! Finish of the match, Sean barks at Nash to tag in. After he jackknife powerbomb and prone Razor, he does such, but Sean changes his mind and wants Diesel to get back in and hold Razor out in front of him for a super kick.
What's going to happen here? I mean, you watch wrestling for 1 hour and you will know exactly what's going to happen.
What's the best case scenario? Imagine, okay, if Razor does take it, he'll just knock his head into Diesel.
Yes.
Here it goes, a big boot. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Failed! Who would have thought it? It's Diesel instead. This is the third time this has happened. Remember, it actually cost him the IC belt at SummerSlam. And that's all he can take. Mack Truck blows up at Sean, running him off, and all of the heels follow them to the entranceway. Owen's the only one sane here because he's pleading, we're going to get counted out, come back. Get in the ring, we're going to lose!
He doesn't go back though.
Yeah, that's
So, still a bit of an idiot.
Yeah. As referee Jack Doane inexplicably counts all 5 of the heels out. Razor wins in 21:45.
The winner and survivor of this bout, the bad guy.
No, he doesn't. That match has not finished. It's still going. First person say counted out fine. So there was 2 left or 3 left. I don't know. That were all counted out together.
There was all 5.
All 5 were counted out together.
Yeah.
But then how did the ref pick the legal man? Do you know what I mean? Unless somebody steps in and makes themselves the legal man, you shouldn't be allowed to count.
Okay, even if he did do that, he just chose at random. Okay, Jarrett, okay, count you out. Okay, Owen, I'll count you out. Yeah, doesn't work.
Referee can't choose that.
Yeah. How long did that take? I counted. He counted out 5 wrestlers in 47 seconds.
It's pretty close.
No, this was silly. There has to have been a better way of doing this. I suppose nobody cared, especially in 94, but fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was terrible, but it was also, please end the match as well. You know, I don't want any of it. This is your opening matchup, please end.
I actually thought it was quite good. I really enjoyed Fatu in the boots. I had forgotten about it, and then that reminded me, and I was like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that gimmick. Diesel, talk about being put over in a match.
Oh
Jesus.
my goodness.
But it's rare in a match like this that somebody is just rocket strapped to them in the space of, we'll say, 10 minutes. Oh, now he's the best wrestler in the company.
It wasn't even 10 minutes. It was like maybe 3 between tagging in and eliminating 4 people.
Yeah, and I did enjoy watching him dominate these people. And I like that they kept Razor and Bulldog strong. Yeah, the Sione jackknife was atrocious, but the others pretty good. So overall, the match did its job, or it did its job possibly too well, because then Diesel almost killed the company.
Brilliant. For as bad as the build to this match was, it was terrible, by the way. They did nothing. Razor had one match, which ended in DQ. And then on the go-home show, Razor had a match which ended in a schmoz. That's the entire build of this match. Even though you're right about the rules with the counting out, in terms of like booking things to suit what you want to do, I think they did about as good a job as you could without just beating people. So yeah, this match gets a thumbs up for me. I thought it was a highlight on this show.
Oh my God.
It was.
Sean, Diesel, Razor Kid, like holy shit, all 4 Click members in this match. Much like Razor and Diesel SummerSlam, nothing incredible, but it's cool seeing the Click lads bump so hard for each other. And wow, Razor 123 put Nash over huge. Like this is his official babyface turn. I was really sad Sean didn't wrestle. That was actually on purpose. Technically he was in the match, but he couldn't wrestle because he broke his fist. In a match in October. And just in general, Michaels, he's so great. He's like this overbearing, controlling, cocky heel, even with his mates. What a cunt. The braided hair, I thought that was very cuntish. He actually had that for WrestleMania 14 when he was like, I don't want to put over Austin, and so he can rocket the company, and Taker had to go, I'll batter you if you don't get out there. He's like, oh, okay.
It's a double thing. Like, one, it looks like something that a heel would do to his hair. And 2... it hides his mullet, which it's late 94. Mullets are beginning to die out, so you don't want...
In wrestling.
In wrestling in the US. So it kind of hides the world's most terrible haircut. So, you know, it does a double job.
It's a far superior look to any other look he's had.
Yes. High praise.
And I told him.
Post-match, Sean calls Diesel an ungrateful leech, taking his bags and belts and hightails it out of the arena.
Hey, you believe that ungrateful leech? What he just did to me? I made that guy.
And Tunney has immediately dissolved their tag title reign. Diesel is no longer a tag champion. Then he's like, what a pittance.
Yeah, that was hilarious on the last show. Diesel with the belt, just throwing it on the floor.
Yeah.
What a
incredible.
Yeah.
What a pittance.
It's like the curling NASCAR stick.
But it's the most beautiful, priceless, fascinating.
I lost the belt. What do you want out of me, huh? Oh yeah, I got this. What a pittance.
Where is he? Where is Diesel? Well, the truck man, he is on the superstar hotline. What's he saying? You gotta pay. Ring 1-900-454-WWF8. $1.49 for the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. Call now and be chosen at random to speak to a WWF superstar live. Bollocks.
It's Big Daddy Cool Diesel. On the hotline, you can bet he is hot.
Do you think A, it's like pre-recorded answers, or B, they have somebody pretending to be another wrestler?
Oh, I'd love option B would be so amazing if you just got Justin Roberts to pretend to be all these wrestlers. Give him a job.
Imagine trying to do the accent of like, I'm from Texas, and someone calls up, oh, I'd like to speak to Bulldog. Bulldog here. What's the problem, little partner? Be fucking amazing.
Why would he ask what's the problem? He knows why he's ringing. He wants to talk. Why are you calling here, partner? Get off the phone.
I didn't expect anyone to call. Match number 2.
Oh, hold on. Before you go on, we have the one and only. They are cheapening out here, guys. Coliseum home video exclusive. We have an interview with Paul Bearer and Undertaker on Yoko.
Now let's take you to pre-recorded comments from Coliseum video camera.
Looking for us. The moment we've all been waiting for. The final dance with death. My Undertaker. Chuck Norris is the special referee. And then Taker comes on and goes, creatures of the night, prepare to witness the destruction of Yokozuna. The reemergence of the Undertaker, the most destructive force in the WWF. Yokozuna, rest in peace. Totally worth your 30 quid. That's it. That is your one exclusive thing you get on this show.
It's like last time on pay-per-view, Paul Bearer's like, oh, Leslie Nielsen's on the show. Oh, who have we got with The Undertaker? Chuck Norris is on the show. WrestleMania 11, it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas is on the show. Excellent, Steve. So that's it. 30
That's
quid
fucking it.
down the drain. I was speaking about the drain. Match number 2. A royal family versus Clowns Are Us, as in Toys R Us, as in children, as in the minis are children. Do you get it? These 40-year-old men, they're children. The only good thing we might get, a pre-match Lawler promo. Denied. Lawler and Doink are still feuding. King combats Dink, Wink, and Pink's antics by minis of his own, Cheesy, Sleazy, and Queasy.
Then Doink, Dink, and Wink became Doink, Dink, Wink, and Pink.
Man, Lawler and his comedy feuds is like, we don't need comic relief. The company is comic relief. But there are 3 bits to the build I did enjoy. King smashes Dink's tricycle off a ring post. He just fucking belts it.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that. Someone threw Dink in the trash. That was good. And Doink gives Lawler cream pie on the arse, which is poorly phrased.
You just sit there.
Oh boy, Jerry! Hey Jerry!
Look what you did, Jerry. All right, about to get underway. Now who's going to start?
Catch the foot. Ghetto Blaster by Doink. Lawler retreats to the corner and Doink asks if he's made kids cry, bruh. Just with the naming, the nomenclature of the minis here, calling them Cheesy, Sleazy, Queasy, that means nothing to me because they're all interchangeable names. We've got Jack Black, Jesse Plemons, and Harry. So, that's what I'm going with here.
Okay.
At one point, Vince quips about the royal family. It's difficult to tell the little guys apart. And it's not. They look vastly different.
Actually, Harry there, like he is a class 9 or Robin Williams level of hair coverage. Top 5, hairiest wrestlers.
Number 5.
Giant haystacks. When he's not shouting out at chippers, he's wearing fur coats to complement his hairiness.
Number 4.
George the Animal Steel. Yes. But at least he's got a Neanderthal gimmick. It's like a kind of a chimp in a habitat.
He made it work.
The female, by the way. Just
Number 3.
Sanity's Killian Dane.
Yeah, he's a hairy Irishman.
Top marks for doing it in modern day when it's even more unacceptable.
Number 2.
King Sleazy here. Hair grows at regular length, which is accentuated on a mini. Capped off with the comb over egg in the nest, though, you know.
Amazing. Number 1.
Los Boricuas, Miguel Perez.
Excellent entry.
Thank you. A curly, sweaty coat he's got on.
Yes, because the obvious one, Prince Albert. Okay, you missed that. But no, I think they are much better because that was too obvious. And he did shave when he came back as Tensai, didn't he?
Yes.
Can you say honourable mention?
Honourable mention.
But I love, Lost, great because I'd forgotten about him. Well done, Jay.
Miguel Perez there even became a running joke. He got the shave your back chance.
Made.
8-Ball makes the slam. Skull gets the tag.
It's an unruly crowd here tonight, JR. You hear what they're shouting at Miguel?
No.
Shave your back.
What mini comedy spots have we got? I'll give you 5, then we go to the finish. Herd trample over King. Tried on Doink. Fails. Gets pressed off Lawler 1 by 1. Tried on Doink. Fails. Place a Burger King cardboard crown on him. It's like, poor Lawler. I could swear you were great in Memphis. You know, he's the top babyface there. Being a comedy heel on TV, does that actually hurt you? And it's actually, yeah, it was hurting his act in the USWA. They were actually doing really well without him because they were doing Sid Vicious and Taker at the time. That was doing gangbusters. Actually, a cool reveal spot. Doink has Dink on his shoulders, wanting to do a pool chicken fight. And the way they shoot it, like they kind of come out from behind Lawler, I thought it was actually really good. Lawler wants to one-up him by going on Harry's shoulders. Yeah, it was good. He falls on his face. I actually laughed watching that.
That's not going to work, I don't think. I love it.
4-way mini crisscross.
Yeah. The highlight. 10 on 10.
Yeah, that's 2 good things in a row there. Time for this match to die. 10 seconds of actual wrestling. Big back elbow to Lawler. Big springboard press. Reversed by Lawler and hold the tights. And Doink has been eliminated. Like, hang on. The match tip here is Mini versus Mini and Doink versus Lawler.
Match is over.
Yeah, that's it.
It's stalemate now.
Yeah, Lawler's team have to win.
The minis can tag in and fight the minis.
But Lawler can never be eliminated.
Yeah, so he wins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Match over.
Yep.
Or at the very least a draw, which would be hilarious. Like, Doink is out and the clowns don't lose. Hey, thank you for your money, folks.
Don't spend too long thinking about it. Lawler holds Plemons' foot, so a monkey flip is denied and pushes his boot on his arse to make sure he gets the pin. Thumbs up. Spinner on Queasy. Yeah, that was pretty good. And Lawler picks up Jesse for a midget drop. See? Loved it. Another pin. Dink is the last clown standing. Big slam to Harry. Camera gets a good look at him doing a jumping nothing. He just goes, hit. Biggie small splash and pin, but Lawler distracts the ref, letting Jack Black turn him over, and Harry picks up the win. A thank God in 1605.
No, not this way, no.
How about them baby faces, eh?
I cannot believe Lawler won this match. I don't know what
Makes
was the
no
point.
sense.
Well, who cares? Nobody cares, so put the clowns over, for fuck's sake. So this was a real stinker. Or should I say, dinker?
No, don't.
Out of the 8 men in the ring, there were realistically only 2 wrestlers. But unfortunately, Doink and Queasy couldn't drag the rest to a good match. I was so happy about that. I was so happy with that little joke.
We should have sandbagged it harder.
Yeah, at least you didn't have to read it out 4 times like Matthew. That's getting cut.
And it's in.
Obviously, it was shit.
Yep.
It's the second worst match that I can think of that we've watched in OSW, with the worst being the Doink match from last year. Doink went from being like heel Doink is a great character who was in some decent feuds. When he turned face, became the absolute poster boy for the worst era in WWF history. Yeah. Absolutely hated. Will give credit where it's due. I thought Jerry Lawler, he did about as well as he could do with the shit he was given, but it was awful. The end. Yeah.
Post-match, Lawler heels on the midgets, chase around the ring, but the clown minis join in and they all chase off King. Finishes with Doink brandishing a pie. Welcome, Lawler. Just eat a pumpkin pie. Jesus. Backstage with Todd Pettengill with the new WWF Women's Champion Bull Nakano. Number 1, when the fuck did this happen? And number 2, how dare you deny us a Bull Nakano match on this pay-per-view? We just sat through stinking pink here. I don't want to hear Todd recap it at the Egg Dome. So, special Bruiser bonus match.
Oh, you spliced that in, did you, for me?
Yes, I did.
Because I was like, seems completely out of place.
He fucking gotcha. He gotcha.
Yeah, you made
hornswoggled
me
you.
watch an extra match.
Yeah.
You
That
got
wasn't part of the contract.
Take a look at this. The Egg Dome in Tokyo, Japan.
From All Japan Women's Big Egg Dome Universe Show, it's a WWF Women's Championship match. Bull Nakano versus champion Alundra Blaze. November 20th, so 3 days ago, in front of a whopping 42,500 crowd at the Tokyo Dome.
You could not tell. If you had told me there were 0 people there, I also would have believed you.
Shoot, probably 10,000 less. Okay, you know how we complain about that Mania is now a 2-day, 8-hour affair? Ain't got shit on All Japan Women's here. 23 matches and over 10 hours.
Hold on. Like 10 hours, not in a row.
No, 10 hours. It's a 10-hour show.
In a single day.
Yeah. This is a 23 match card.
Now, obviously, we've never seen any of these shows, but from what I've heard, the All Japan Women's Wrestling was absolutely incredible. Like, they say that they had some of the greatest workers in history, so...
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't want to watch anything for 10 hours.
No. What about if they had a 10-hour Lord of the Rings movie? Oh,
yes, I definitely want to see that. But I couldn't watch it in one fucking sitting.
now with more walking.
I mean, imagine walking... Imagine like...
Walking for 10 hours?
No, did the crowd paying tickets know it would be 10 hours? Did they walk in like, high spirits and walk out in the depths of despair?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many 5-star classics you have. If
No.
It's 10 hours long.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. You know the way King of the Ring has semi-finals and finals, sometimes a quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals. Imagine if it was first round, quarters, semi-finals and finals, which saw Akira Hokuto win the V-Top 5-star tournament in their biggest show to date, brought in more than some WrestleManias, and that's without being on pay-per-view.
It's impressive. It was fucking popular, wasn't it?
No comes out to some amazing Castlevania style music.
It was awesome.
Alundra comes out with the Disciples of Apocalypse. Seriously though, 14 chopper convoy to a rock instrumental solo flying the American flag. Only negative is the song's about 20 seconds too short, so before she's in the ring, you can just hear silence and... Kick off! Nakano outsmarts in the opening exchanges and pretzels Blaze with a single leg knee bar. Ooh, it's like an Americana but with the leg. And smoothly transitions into an inverted figure 4 and then into a bow and arrow. Fucking hell.
世界のスターという風に階段を登っているわけですけれども
Gorgeous pile driver. Big time suplex. Alabama slam! Smoothly transitions into an inverted sharpshooter. Adding a double underhook, it's the Scorpion Crosslock, aka Bull's Angelito. Amazing.
これアメリカ人のアメリカでやると大受けする技なんですよこれ
Story of the match. Bull is dominant, dissecting Blaze, swatting away her hope spots, aka knock it off.
Yeah.
Bull misses her finisher, the Tokyo Jam. Alundra tries to Super Cena steal a win with her finisher, a gorgeous German suplex, to no avail. She botches a springboard Bret's rope errant leg. But it works because in kayfabe, she's been absolutely trounced. She's got nothing in the tank.
That's very generous.
Finish of the match.
It was just a botch.
Yeah. Nakano wheelbarrow drops onto her bum and Alundra sells. No idea how that is supposed to work, but there we go. Big scoop slam, setting Blaze up for a Tokyo Jam. Oh, wait, actually, pause the screen. See the mic operators in the crowd, like he's pointing a directional boom at her to pick up her audio. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Kaboom! Tokyo Jam seals it, even with an oddly delayed third count. Doesn't change the ending. 1, 2, 3. Bull Nakano captures the WWF Women's title with a dominant performance in 9:27.
速力十分あっさりとカウント3
I was quite looking forward to this because we've seen both of them wrestle before, and we were like, oh my god, if you are comparing this to the average quality of a female match that you would get in the WWF at the time, it was significantly better. So I was quite excited to see what Blaze could do when the chains were taken off. And no, she just does what she can do because she's not a particularly great wrestler. Like, Bull can clearly wrestle rings around her, but she can't keep up. I was quite disappointed with this match. Yeah, but I did like the fact that Bull won and she's the new champion.
What do you think? Oh, was he? After I hoodwinked you good?
Oh man, I had written here, I can't believe they're showing a Japanese house show match with Japanese commentary on a WWF pay-per-view.
It's almost as if a video editor spliced it in.
Coliseum home exclusive.
That's an actual exclusive.
Fucker, like. But anyway, when I saw it, I said, well, I don't care because I'm expecting to see the best match I'm going to watch today at the time of watching the pay-per-view. It was boring. Basically a squash match. Alundra got fuck all in. It wasn't pointless because obviously it was great that Bull won on a huge pay-per-view in Japan. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it drew money over there, fine. But at least why you could have had the match, kept the belt on Alundra and have Bull win it at the Survivor Series. But yeah, massively disappointing.
Do you agree with it?
Yes. Most of it.
Yeah, me too. Most of it. You're absolutely right. Like, the thinking behind Alundra losing the belt overseas is because it keeps her strong to the US audience, freshens things up with a new champion. But absolutely, like, the subtext to doing that is why get invested? Why follow along? Because the titles will just change when you're not looking. So that kind of denies Bull's legitimacy. Like, if you don't win the belt on a big show, then it's not really that big a deal then, you know? So more of that later on. I was disappointed in the dead crowd. Understandable, because they were 21 matches deep on the pay-per-view.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And it was after 11 p.m. It got 2.25 stars.
Bollocks is this 2.25 star match?
But at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. Okay, checks out. Jay, did you like when the guy, after the match is over and he's doing his little chat, he like grabs the mic and he's like, oh, Bull Nakano, new WWF champion, Jack Tunney. I marked out there Jack Tunney. That was awesome.
Spicy.
その栄を訴えます。平成6年11月20日、アメリカ WWF 会長ジャック・タニー。
Nakano holds up a sign that reads, we actually got the lads from the Discord to actually translate it, invitation to vacation in Bali. It's an island off the coast of Indonesia, as soon afterwards AJW would run shows in Bali to try entice women to join and become dirty foreign wrestlers in Japan. 20 of them were brought to the tryout and they all noped out immediately seeing how rough Japanese women wrestle.
Oh wow, okay.
Post-match, Alundra gracefully admits that she shouldn't have been intimidated by the Egg Dome with a decade of wrestling under her belt. Both studied and improved in America and the better woman won. Man, good babyface stuff there.
May the best woman win, and she won.
Medusa resolves that if she doesn't get Bull at the Survivor Series, which she won't, she will at WrestleMania, which she won't.
I actually thought that her post-match promo was the best part of this whole thing. I thought she came across as quite likeable.
But Alundra will get her rematch on Raw the night after WrestleMania, so see you, episode 97.
But we're talking about America. We're talking about Pittance, New York.
Back at the Survivor Series, Todd interviews new women's champion Bull Nakano. He doesn't understand her speaking Japanese, so he responds deadpan with, right.
Tokyo. Isuzu.
Were there two Doinks?
But Nakano tries real hard not to crack a smile.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Todd is great.
Now, Bull Nakano obviously has to be an awesome feeling. Congratulations on becoming the new WWF Women's Champion.
WWF の世界チャンピオンになったのは日本人で私が初めてです。これからも日本人のチャンピオンは現れないでしょう。
Right.
Our non-main event, main event, is a submission match for the WWF Championship. It's the champion, Bret Hitman Hart versus Bob Backlund.
Your children have somebody that they can emulate after and try to catch up to. Because I feel like God!
Bob Backlund was the face of the WWF when Vince's dad, Vince Sr., was in charge. Like, actually, this is when WWF was a regional Northeast promotion, like a territory, before Vince kind of defied his father's wishes, took it national. The plucky, red-haired Boy Scout embodied everything Vince Sr. wanted in a wrestler. He was a clean-cut, upstanding man, 11 years as a babyface, a legit shooter as well. He could out-wrestle you, pin you, just in case you decided anything. Unlike Hogan.
The World Wrestling Federation Championship. A dream come true.
Backlund was the WWF champion spanning 6 years.
Oh my God.
1978 to 1983, December 1983. By the way, Hulkamania begins January 84. Vince Sr.'s health was declining and he sold his company to Vince Jr. However, McMahon's new vision centered on entertainment rather than athletic prowess, and good boy Backlund wasn't up to it. Vince wanted Hulk Hogan. And there's actually like a shot of the two of them, and they're both kind of wearing red, but Hogan's in his brother, and he's like a hulking beast that's a foot taller than him and tanned and all his gimmicks. Is like, yeah, I agree.
I don't give a flying fuck if Backlund could actually tie him up like a pretzel and beat him. Who cares? Look at the beef. And I think history has shown Vince to have been right. So what he did was correct.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
Hulkster was getting red hot after appearing in Rocky 3, and although initially hesitant, Vince Sr. okayed Hulk as the new torchbearer. But how can we get the belt off of babyface Bob and onto babyface Hulk? Vince wanted Backlund to dye his ginger locks black, like turn heel and drop the title of Hulk. Bob said, no, I'm a role model to young children, especially his daughter. So, okay, we'll get the Iron Sheik in to be a transitional champion so Backlund could save face. So, here's a 3-phase plan for you. Phase 1, Boxing Day, December 1983. It was Sheik versus Backlund for the title. Locking in the camel clutch, Backlund's manager Arnold Skaaland threw in the towel and Sheik became champion.
Hello! Backlund did not submit. Arnold Skaaland threw something into the ring.
Phase 2, Backlund would bring out Hogan as backup against the Wild Samoans, endorsing him as the future of the WWF. Backlund didn't want to do it, but out of respect for Vince Sr., he did. Phase 3. Okay, so this is all in the span of under a month. January 23, 1984, Hogan defeated the Sheik and Hulkamania was born.
History made in Madison Square Garden. Hulkamania is here.
Actually, 4 months later, Vince Sr. died of pancreatic cancer, age 69. So, geez, it all kind of came to a head. 3 months later, Backlund would actually leave wrestling. He's more interested in focusing on his family, doing speaking engagements, and installing sheetrock.
That was he had a real job, like.
Yeah, it was weird. 6 years WWF champion.
Sheetrock.
Yeah, sheetrock.
Bedrock. But hold on, so I wonder, I mean, I would love to know the conversations that were had after he dropped the title. Yeah, bye Bob, you're clearly not fitting in with everyone else that's in the organisation. Thanks very much and goodbye. I've been your champion 6 years. Thank you very much and goodbye.
I don't remember saying goodbye.
So that's it after 20 years. So long, good luck.
I don't recall saying good luck. All right, he's back. Bob Backlund.
Backlund never got a rematch. 6-year title reign, but forgotten as was right before the Hulkamania era. The Rock and Wrestling connection, the boom. It wasn't until 9 years later, when WWF was in a major downturn, that Backlund resurfaced. July 30th, 1994, Bret Hart finally gives Backlund a shot at the WWF title in a new gen versus old gen matchup. Billy, 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 Billy. coming up a little short. Backlund snaps and applies the crossface chicken wing, then quizzically looks at his hands in disbelief.
I remember watching this on Superstars at the time. I was, what? You know, it was like, hey, yeah, it's Bob Backlund. Ah, man, he was great back in the day. But yeah, and I was like, oh, cool. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. This is really good stuff.
I was dreading watching these segments, but after 1 or 2 episodes of Raw, I was like, okay, I was wrong. I'm glad to have been wrong. This build was fan-fucking-tastic. My goodness, they put this fucking move over.
Yes.
He took out Lex.
Yes.
Holy shit, he took out like Adam Bomb, he took out the 1-2-3 kid, he took out his former manager, Skoland, he took out some like writer guy. So they put it over big. No one was able to break out of it. Anyone who he put it in, no one came back the next week on Raw.
Yeah.
Fucking no one. They were gone missing because they were put in this move and it tore your shoulder and your neck apart. It was menacing. On the Go Home Raw, they had a poll where they asked the fans, which move do you think hurts more? And the chicken wing won like 79 to 21.
That's amazing.
It was massively put over. It was expertly done by Backlund as well. Obviously, he's a great grappler and all that, but he made it look legitimate. And he did his kind of psych outs. I'm crazy. But he also looked intense. When he applied the move, he made it look real. It looked really uncomfortable and horrible. And once he got you in the leg scissors, to me as a kid at the time anyway, I said, holy shit.
Yeah.
Once you're locked in that, you're fucked. And I really love the build up to it as well. You're standing up and you've got a chance. Oh, he's got you on the ground. The match is over. Really well done. This is ahead of its time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prior to the bout, Backlund slaps it on Bret, and Bret slaps on the sharpshooter for a few seconds, letting him know, if I want it, I got you. Leading to a poetic submission match tonight. Alluding to 83, your cornerman must throw in the towel to submit. Backlund with Owen in his corner, and Bret with Bulldog in his.
Sorry, Joe. I'm just really excited about it. And at the time, he's articulate. He might talk nonsense a bit of the time, yeah, but he cuts some far better promo than Bret or Lex, obviously. And he's got that kind of unpredictability. He's got a bit of the wild eye thing going on, but he looks just odd and out of place, and that's what they're going for. He has no entrance music. I love that. At this time with the cartoon characters, he was the opposite of a cartoon character. And people, including myself at the time, had never heard of Bob Backlund, because I forgot he appeared at WrestleMania 9, for example. And I was like, oh, he was actually important. And they hammered that home. He's champion for 6 years, and he would still be champion if his manager hadn't thrown in the towel. And to bring that back in was really well done.
When I get the chicken wing on you, and the pain macerates through your body like cancer, and when the towel comes flying in the ring, it's gonna be mine! Mine!
First time ever in the history of the World Wrestling Federation, the title will be on the line in a submissions-only matchup.
Himself, a former World Wrestling Federation champion, Mr. Bob Backlund.
Really is new generation versus old generation. Like deafening silence of no theme Backlund versus Bret's awesome Jim Johnson rock instrumental. You know, Bret's got his oiled long hair versus slaphead Backlund. Bret's even tanned versus pasty white. Intricate design trunks versus bland monotone trunks. Bret's in great shape versus dad bod. You know, just all of it. And the age difference as well. Bret is 9 years younger. In November 94, Bret's 37, Bob's 46.
Pop back right away and scoop by Bret out in his hair.
Ding, ding, ding. Duckars tries to Pearl Harbor from the front. Unsuccessful. By the way, shout out to Aleister Black, successfully Pearl Harboring Seth from the front. Even though we could see it, like we checked the plexiglass behind Seth, you can see him running. Oh, brilliant.
And a nice maneuver. Look at nice reversal.
Backlund can't get out of the starting blocks. Bret out-wrestles him, leading to multiple rest hold headlocks. The commentators put over that Bret is a better mat technician and knows more submission holds than Backlund, but repeatedly bring up how George Foreman, 45, recently won the boxing world title.
Yeah. Did you like how in the opening part of this match they're like grappling and they're trying to get one over, and Bret, who is the babyface, so it's a bit weird, he gives Bob a loaf, and how does Bob sell it? He jumps down on the ground, he begins to roll and go, whoa, 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 whoa. I pissed myself laughing.
Is he on fire? A shot of Bret's wife Julie and the kids up in the bleachers.
Where's Beans?
Yeah.
And not with Stu and Helen at ringside.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where the Gumara is? Like?
Oh, God.
A rare mental mistake. Bret presses Backlund into a pinning position, then gets annoyed at Earl for not counting until he's told it's a submission match. So yeah, no pinfalls. Backlund zeroes in on the left arm en route to the crossface chicken wing, kicking Bret's left elbow, following up with a wrist lock arm wringer, and then how about just yanking the left arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love Backlund's setup cue for the crossface chicken wing. Like he's holding his arms out like, I'm gonna get you, kind of like a Dracula kind of
Bleh.
He's stalking his prey kind of thing, yeah.
Middle of the ring, and he does. And out. No, wait a minute. Backlund kicked out of it.
Backlund protects for the sharpshooter, so Bret slaps on a figure 4 instead. Bob is screaming in pain, and Earl and the crowd turn to Owen Hart. Are you gonna throw in the towel?
I said no, the towel stays right there.
Yeah, I like great kayfabe boon for Backlund here. Like Owen has no compassion or family ties to Bob, so it'd be far less likely to throw in the towel than Bulldog would for Bret. Owen would risk Backlund's safety to cost Bret the belt, but babyface Bulldog probably wouldn't.
Yeah, under what circumstances would Owen ever throw in the towel? Because he's a heel, and heels don't care about anyone else but themselves, basically. And he hates Bret, and all he wants is for the world title to come off Bret. So of course he'll never... He might as well just throw it in the bin. He's never going to throw it in the ring.
That's exactly what Backlund would want, though. Someone that won't be emotional and has no vested interest in it.
Yeah. And also, Owen is such a good heel that he plays the fans so well. Like, he turns around and he's like, will I? Yeah. And I was like, throw it out! I want Bret to win! Yeah! He was awesome in this match.
Figure 4 leg lock. And Backlund.
That towel stand right there. No!
Crowd really pipe up for the final act. Bret tries to apply the sharpshooter. Immediately, Bob grabs the rope. Backlund applies the chicken wing. Bret immediately goes for the ropes. Earlier, Bob hit a pile driver. Bret returns the favour.
Bret's was nicer. It was a little bit crisper.
Oh, beautiful!
Follows up with a shit Bulldog. Your fault, Backlund. Bret's signature Russian leg sweep. Bret's beautiful backbreaker. Bret's rope elbow drop. Turns him over and sharpshooter! Sharpshooter! Oh, Backlund, you're done, mate.
Yes! And wait a minute, Owen just came into the ring.
Owen springs into action, runs in and around the ring and throws Bulldog off long enough to break the hold with a Bulldog to Bret.
Oh, no!
Davey lunges and wangs his head off the stairs. He's out. Bret is concerned and looks out into the ring. Crossface chicken wing! It's locked in!
Awesome spot, by the way. Fucking great.
From behind Bob back with a crossface chicken wing!
Finish of the match, Owen tends the Bulldog, and with a show of remorse, Owen says he's sorry, pleading Davey to wake up.
The official doesn't know what to do!
Backlund takes Bret down to the mat, who fights to his feet unsuccessfully.
He fucking fought up to his feet and the fans thought that was it. They perked up so well and then they pulled the rug out from under their feet again. Masterful storytelling.
Scissors!
Bret is brought to the mat and it's secured even more with a body scissors. Brown trousers time, Hitman. There's no escape. Bret's risking either serious damage or losing the title. Owen turns to their mom, Helen, saying he didn't want this to happen. You have to do something. He turns to the hard camera in anguish. He's my brother. Beautiful. He even sheds a tear.
He said he didn't want this to happen.
That's my brother.
Owen is pleading for his mom and dad to do something.
Owen convinces Helen and Stu to come to ringside. Helen readies to throw the towel, but Stu grabs it, saying no.
He has none of it, lads. He wants his son to be world champion and doesn't want the child that he sired to lose a wrestling match. Brilliant. Old mental dead-eye Stu. I love him. I fucking love him.
It was dangerous to get him in that position because he could have said, no, it's coming with me, and just off he goes home.
Imagine if he shot on Helen. Took her down. Stretcher.
Bret has been in the chicken wing all this time. 9 minutes. Helen can't watch any longer. She snatches the towel and throws it in. The bell rings. Owen leaps to life and into the ring, grabs the towel and scarpers. The air is gone out of the arena. Backlund looks disbelievingly at his hands. as the result slowly dawns on him. Payday Pat and Al, they all help Bret to the back. Earl presents the WWF Championship to Bob Backlund. After 35 minutes 11 seconds, the Fink announces Mr. Backlund as the new WWF Champion.
I can't believe it! I cannot believe it! And Backlund looking at his hands in characteristic form. I don't know that he can really believe it.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it. It won't be believed. Who would have believed?
I loved this. It's all about the drama. Other than that, there's a lot of rest holds. It's not like Benoit Angle, Benoit Angle Backlash
or Ted Hart Cat.
A lot of rest holds, which I expected because Backlund is not for this generation. He's a throwback. He's a grappler. He's not from this generation or the previous generation. He's from 2 generations ago.
Yeah. The old generation.
But it works so well in that it doesn't matter because he's got that move, and once he's got it locked in and you're on the ground and he's got you in the leg scissors, I don't care who you are, Hogan, Bret, Cena, you're done. It can't have been pleasant for them. Was it 9 minutes? You said they were basically sweating on each other for 9 minutes. Oh my God, they must have had a little chat there as well. It must have been quite boring for them as well.
They started reviewing TV shows for each other.
But they never made it boring. Bret was always grabbing at arms and twisting. So he made it not boring.
They were grappling, properly grappling. Owen, oh my God, what a performance. What a performance. One of the best performances I've seen in or around a wrestling ring for a sustained period of time. And he carried this realistically because Davey Boy was out pretty soon. He was gone. Bret he did great selling, but his face was covered. So there's only so much you can do. Helen is Helen. She can do nothing. And Stu is, a zombie. So they can do it. Owen carried it. He brought the crowd with him. He turned the crowd, I would think and hope, on his side because he made it so fucking convincing. And at the time, if I was watching this live as a kid, I would have believed it.
And Vince did an amazing job selling that he's turning remorseful as well. Yeah.
That's fair. That's a fair point. One quibble, it went on slightly too long. There was a couple of times where he went over to Helen and then he walked around the ring again, and that was unnecessary. But the drama was fantastic. I did love Stu grabbing the towel from Helen because, as you said, it's exactly what he would do. And you would expect that, the father and the mother having different reactions to watching their son in the ring in significant pain.
Yeah, the dad would be like, fight through it.
Yeah.
Be a man about it. And the woman's gone, I can't have you in anything.
Yeah. Dad is pride, mama's fear.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
And then when the bell rang, I really loved that Owen didn't hot dog. It's not his moment. You knew what he was up to because off he went and his arms in the air and you little fucker.
He was like Loki.
Yes, that's an excellent point. Mm-hmm. But he didn't stay to celebrate with Bob. He let Bob have his moment. And
because his job was done.
Exactly.
All 43 seconds, yeah.
But even that was powerful. And as you were putting over in what you were saying, the crowd were dead silent. I was like, hold on, this isn't right. It would have been one of those moments, Taker Brock. Hold on, this isn't the end. When is the Jack Tunney going to come out and say restart the match? Yeah. Just fantastic. Really amazing work, especially for 1994.
Masterfully said, Steve. Yeah, I agree with everything. Yeah.
Not to cut Bob Backlund's celebration short, but let's take you back now to Todd Pettengill. I believe he's with Owen Hart.
Vince says, I don't want to cut Backlund's celebration short, and cuts Backlund's celebration short. Post-match, Jubilant Owens says, yeah, it was a setup. It's the greatest Thanksgiving ever. Bret's a quitter. He's down in the gutter. And you're a loser.
You're nothing. You're below me. You're down there in the gutter, Bret. You're not a champion anymore. You're a loser.
Thrown in the towel and Bret losing the match. This never would have happened if Bruce was here.
Oh.
He'd actually ding, 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 throw in the towel. There we go.
I am the best best there is, the best there is, the best there was, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Woo!
Oh, well, that is the halfway point of the show. It's time for the What bar are the heavenly bodies?
Betty, do you have a date? Would you like to go to the dance? Many arrangements for the prom? Such a dork.
Isn't that a cute dress, Betty? Yeah. Last season.
Hi, Betty.
WCW Mayhem. It starts in the ring. It just doesn't have to end there.
Oh my goodness. That was so rude.
But Steve, what bar are the heavenly bodies?
Jay, the heavenly bodies are wearing a delightful purple getup with gold trim. Troy Anderson says he is a pack of Willy gum.
Chew on that, like.
Callum Clark says he is a bottle of Bishop's Finger.
No comment.
Michael Scam.
Bag of ham.
Oh, he wishes. He is a pack of From Dog Food.
Give us a look at that. Okay, yeah. It's a family.
It's a family
okay.
of dogs.
I thought there was mounting. Yeah.
Andrew Thompson says he is cheese drinks.
Yes, perfect. Are they good? They look processed.
Lena loves them. She says they're delicious. Dan Cooper says they are a packet of cock bacon. James Pierce says they are a chicken korma pot noodle.
Oh, right.
Which is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I didn't expect that.
Pot fucking noodle. I really, really like that one. Rich Utting, a packet of gammon and pineapple crisps.
Oh, mate. Gammon and that's ham and
pineapple. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You could have your cabbage tasting like that. I think a thumbs up, but a packet of crisps.
Get
there you
fucking
go.
in. Yeah, delicious. The old Irish mammy special. Alex S has a What Smokes. They are a packet of Pink Elephant.
Oh, are they like real? They must be real cigarettes.
It looks Polish here.
Yeah. That's very child-friendly colours there. Like, you know.
Yeah, inviting.
Yeah.
We have a special entry from our mega bra, Matt McMuscles. Who says they are a packet of Trojan G-Spot Johnnies.
Oh, how do they work?
They go over your Mickey and... Tetley 1998 has a whopper one. They are Wexford.
Oh, well done, mate.
Yeah.
Can of Druid cider for you.
And we've saved the best for last. Andrew Casey says they are a special edition OSW OOC t-shirt worn by the man himself.
Oh, now this is the winner, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It has to be, doesn't it?
Play to the ego.
Guys, thank you so fucking much. You guys are awesome. Thanks, guys. Woo!
And we're back. It's the penultimate matchup. The $1 Million Team versus Guts and Glory. It's Bammer, Tatanka, King Kong Bundy and the Heavenly Bodies versus Lex Luger, Mabel, Adam Bomb and the Smoking Guns. The match graphic is so shit. Besides, obviously, who's on the match as well. But there's lots of empty space and all the characters are really small. But I love go-go 80s stockbroker Tatanka. He's in a suit and he's got his like gelled back hair as well. DiBiase amassing quite a stable, adding King Kong Bundy October 8th. Luger's feud with Tatanka's betrayal continues on from SummerSlam. Adam Bomb answered an open challenge by Bammer, adding him to the mix, and the Guns are hot at the Bodies. See, the Bodies have ruined the Cowboys' hats, so the Guns tore off their shitty Angels wings.
Jesus, the build to this was so lame. It was so lame. I will say that the promo package is hyping the return of King Kong Bundy, where he was badly green screened into scenes from King Kong, where he's like climbing up a building and like swatting at planes. Fucking so bad. It goes full circle that I loved it.
We
don't think that he is 80 feet tall.
King Kong Bundy spliced into King Kong footage. Does he have Sherry in his hand and go? Because I'd watch that.
The $1 million corp build completely dropped. They did nothing. They're goofs now. In the build to this, Tonka.
Oh my God.
One good thing, right? So as you know, I spooged over his heel turn on the previous show. And then once he beat Lex, they did nothing. But he did cut one promo on Lex where he said, "Lex Luger, I know the value of $1. In fact, I know the value of $1 million." And that's literally the only thing that he did.
I appreciate the value of $1 million.
I wish I was a millionaire, just like my dad.
Your dad was a millionaire?
No, he also wished he was. Guts and
question, right? So Tonka turned heel, right? And it was
fuck Tatanka.
It was
Can we
like
stop talking about
meant to be a move up, right?
Eat a dick, Tatanka.
But like, hold on. Right? Why did they not change his music or give him new gear?
He should have had the business suit. Yeah.
You wanted IRS suit.
Yeah.
Give IRS's gear to Nick
nothing.
or what's his Chavez?
Yeah.
Chris Chavez.
Chavez.
And out you go.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, he should have had it.
Do something.
Can we stop talking?
I'll have you know, I will never stop talking about Tonka. As long as he is on the card, and even when he's gone, I may still bring him up.
Wait till we cover 2007 SmackDown.
Tonka is Matt Hardy's tag team partner.
Guts and Glory outlast. Jeez, oh man, even Lex's song has given up. It's so slow and dejected. It's in USA. Maybe it's because WWF sold off Ico, bro. I don't know why. Lex said it was the best stuff going.
Look what happened there.
Is all about money.
Kick off with Luger and Tatty. Bull Buffalo sells a blind bulldog better than world champion Bob Backlund. Fun foreshadowing as Gorilla ponders why IRS isn't on the $1 million team. Will we see him tonight? Maybe. Mabel stares off Bundy and Brett's rope splashes Dr. Tom. 1, 2, 3. And hilariously, Bam Bam just shouts out in frustration. He's like, fire.
Trying to pull the big man down, trying to get Mabel down, and
unbelievable!
Big whoopsie seat on Bammer.
Unbelievable!
Clotheslines Bigelow out.
Unbelievable!
Replay of Mabel going out and supposedly hitting his head, and he can't work or shoot get back in under 10 counts, so count it out.
unbelievable!
Everybody out of the pool. Bammer hits a twisting moonsault, and Adam Broom gets swept under the rug. Lex hits a big flying bionic forearm and sexy Gigolo's gone. Ooh, Cowboys wail on the Indian. Double Russian leg sweep. Monkey flip. World's shittest crucifix attempt reversal. Oh, that gets Bert. Holy shit.
He has it. No, wait a minute. Who has who? Bert, 1, 2. Oh, boy.
Can Billy do any better? Throw to the ropes, leapfrog, stop. Turn around, throw you to the ropes, Tatty will catch you, an awkward slam. I was like, no.
Tatanka, though.
No.
You don't want to talk about Tatanka, no?
I'm done with Tatanka. I'm stripping him from the show. Bundy had some can't knock me down standoff spots with Mabel earlier. Bundy with his loud wailing and the kind of giant condom look. He's such a comedy henchman, you know?
Okay, so I don't know what happens to Bundy going forward. I wasn't watching at this
Spoiler
point, right? But like, he's not over. I'm pretty certain he's not going to get over. And just watching him, it feels old. It feels out of date. It feels like something from a bygone era that has no place in the biddly era.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He gets a short hoe train on Billy, follows up with an elbow and pins Gunn. So it's Lex by himself, 1-on-3 versus Tatty, Bundy and Bammy. Finish of the match. Time slows to a crawl as Tatanka beats down Lex, who small packages Bull Buffalo and gets the pin. It's now 1-on-2 and Vince barks, Lex has done the impossible. As Bundy squishes Lex and pins him.
Yes! Lex Luger has done the impossible. Hey, wait a minute. No. Oh, no. 1, 2. Oh, no.
A story of your career, mate. A moral victory, but a physical loss for Luger after 23-21.
I don't see any moral victory here. I absolutely
You just lost clean, mate.
Yeah. He lost clean because he wasn't paying attention, which means not only is he a loser, but he's also an idiot.
But they're still mildly pushing the guy, even though they've proven they're not putting the title on him.
Your valiant baby face comes up short. Chokes.
Are they still hoping that, he's going to sell pay-per-views?
Ooh. Like Todd Pettengill sells pay-per-views.
Yeah, this was a nothing match, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. This wasn't a good match. Significantly worse than the opener. Less build, less story, less over. When Lex was on his own and the fans are meant to rally behind Lex, it went more quiet than it was before he got into the ring. So, yeah, I thought this match was bad and it was a bit sad at the end.
The anti-pop, Stephen.
Yeah, more to Tonka.
Oh. Why did Bundy get the decisive fall? Yeah. He just debuted. They hadn't given up pushing him yet, and he'd actually be challenging for the world title on house shows. Fucking. Oh, could you imagine Bundy Backlund?
Oh my God.
You think you're special, you do.
Backstage with the new WWF champion. Just by looking at Bob Backlund, it was like, what's the likelihood of you calling people young man? Like, young man. Young man, yeah, it was about 3 words in.
WWF wait a minute. First of all, young man.
Young man! Mr. Bob Backlund poses for crouching reporters. The insane one, that moniker never took off, crazily exclaims,
I'll pasteurize, homogenize, and synchronize you back into reality. It's sports education. I'm your champion. That's a good line.
Sports education, I like.
Yes.
And pasteurize?
Yeah, if kind of good in you, I will
gently heat you to a 70 odd degree temperature and make you more safe for consumption.
Okay.
It's sports education. I'm your champion.
Vince hawks the Survivor Series 94 souvenir t-shirt. 22 big ones. $22 is $38.78 in today's money.
Hold on a sec.
No. The show's nearly over. Why are we buying a t-shirt about something that's happened in the past? You're going to be hawking in Royal Rumble one in a few weeks.
Yeah.
That's true.
Why are you hawking it to the crowd at home? Maybe souvenir stand in the arena, yeah.
Why is the t-shirt more expensive than the average price of the ticket to go see the show?
Ooh.
Plus, that doesn't even include shipping and handling.
Oh my God.
Cut to some mark in the crowd who paid it.
Hey!
And it's horrible as well, the t-shirt.
It's ugly, kind of halfway tie-dye, just ugly.
Talking about horrible, it's something that we haven't touched on yet.
Tatanka, yeah.
What do you guys think of the theme of this show? The Western and the cowboys and things like that.
It.
Oh, it's terrible. Like, it's yuppie kid kind of Back to the Future 3 garbage. Like,
I don't get it. Like, if they even had a cowboy character, well, they do have the smoking guns, but I don't know, I wouldn't base a pay-per-view around the smoking guns,
It's because we're in San Antonio at the Freeman Coliseum. We are 10 minutes drive away from the Alamo.
Hickenbottom! Levesque! High noon! You know what? You've gotten it over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm totally behind it now.
Okay. Line up 3 shots of gulping whiskey and strap yourselves in because it's time for your main event.
Wednesday at the Alamo at high noon. Hickenbottom.
It's your main event. The ultimate casket match. The Undertaker versus Yokozuna. What makes it ultimate? It's a fancy word for rematch from January. Why a rematch? Revenge! Why, what happened? At the Rumble, 10 heels ganged up on Taker, shoved him into a casket and sent him back to his home planet. What's the same since January? Yoko's afraid of caskets. What's changed since January? Master of the martial arts, Chuck Norris will be the special guest troubleshooter to make sure what happened at the Rumble won't happen again. Why Chuck Norris? WWF's TV station USA Network hosts Walker, Texas Ranger, and we're at the Alamo.
The Alamo. During the build, they have a small, 30-second clip of Chuck Norris punching bags, and you get this, the psh, psh, psh sound. And then the next week, he's doing spinning kicks, and I was like, whoo, whoo, whoo. I'm like, this is brilliant. I love it. It's so shy, but I love the hokiness of it.
Yokozuna, don't get out of line.
Yokozuna versus The Undertaker. Two Bone Street crew members. So if you might notice, when Undertaker takes down his straps, he's got BSK Pride written tattooed on his belly. The Bone Street crew, named after their love of playing dominoes or bones, are a backstage gang in the New Generation era to counteract the Clique, who are politicking together like nobody's business.
It was kind of like, back in the day, a little high school type of deal. Kind of like the locker room type of thing, you know what I mean? You the Clique, we BSK, that type of stuff.
BSK, no. Now you're digging deep.
Founding member Yokozuna, The Undertaker, then the Godfather / Papa Shango, Charles Wright, Rikishi Fatu, Savio Vega, and Henry Godwin. And they all have BSK tattoos.
I'm sorry, it's so lame.
Taker, 30 years in the business. Fucking lame.
Absolutely. Don't tell me this is not lame. It's we have this crew, the Clique, and they run things. Well, do you want to be in my gang? Yeah. Do you want to join me? We're the No Clique gang. It's really lame.
It makes perfect sense. Okay, the tattoos may be bordering on lame, but they formed an alliance to prevent the Clique just taking over, running roughshod. I completely agree with what they did, and it's quite clever.
Did it work?
No, it didn't work in the slightest.
It's lame.
Yeah, we don't hear about it on TV, but they did team together. Savio Vega, Taker, Make a Wish, Make a Difference, Fatu, and Henry Godwin. Make a Wish. It's Team Darkside in 95. What a team. Undertaker entrance. We got a fantastic pallbearer guy in a costume in the crowd. He gives a jowly, yes. That was pretty good.
Better than the entrance.
Titantron. The Titantron splits. I thought it was pretty cool.
I actually did like that. It separates him from everybody else on the show.
And the Undertaker arrives with bearer and the double wide, double deep casket. Taker actually revealed on the Last Ride documentary that especially when he had a short match coming up, or if he couldn't do much with his opponent, that he'd take his time with the entrance so the whole thing wasn't open too quick.
Yeah.
Nice. It's clever.
Taker gong to bell ring. How long?
This wasn't the worst. 6 minutes.
5 minutes. But that is a third as long as about. The 15 minutes, 24.
Okay. Look at the girth of Yokozuna.
Vince growls, look at the girth of Yokozuna. It's like he definitely whacked on a bit of weight. Lights up, Zuna with a scaredy bump on his arse. Ho train no sell. Shit! Whip to the ropes. See the casket? Oh shit! And there's Chuck Norris standing there on his hind legs.
Like a little Rory Calhoun.
Yeah. Yoko's all out of sorts. Awesome shot of Bearer happily caressing his new huge urn close by. Taker goes primary school and we get a reflection shot of Bearer going, yes! Hangman and Timber bump by Zuna. Yoko hits a Samoan drop. A twisting rock bottom and the bigger leg. Fun spot where both Taker and Yoko both wail on each other inside the casket until Fuji grabs Big Ginger's hair and takes his attention away. Cornette gets clocked and does a great cartoon eye roll days. Did you like that? It's like, poof, and he was like, that's the tweeting bird.
Yeah. Look at the eyes.
Huge top rope clothesline, which gives Zuna reason to spend the next 4 minutes turtling on the ground. Send out the distractions. Bundy comes to ringside. Norris stares him down. And Bammer comes to get stared down too. But wait! I can't believe it! IRS! Where was IRS? Kick to the taint. Is the taint, is that the, what's the other terms? The Americans say like
The gooch.
The gooch. Chode.
Jesus, bad stuff, isn't it?
The barse.
The bars is the only correct term,
Okay.
lads.
Hilarious Pearl Harbor.
Two referees are trying to keep Bam Bam and Bundy at bay. Oh no!
Shyster Sleepholders Taker into the casket. Our boy, Jeff Jarrett wants a bit of Norris action and gets super kicked. Chuck was wearing real jeans, not stretchy wrestler jeans, like the Smoking Guns were. So his sweet chin music was in the tummy. Yeah.
Still, though,
shit,
that's some of the best selling you will ever see from Jeff Jarrett.
He's awesome.
Spoiler alert, Steve.
Oh, is this not here?
Jeff Jarrett's awesome.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he did. It was like arse over tea kettle falling backwards. Yeah, brilliant. Put him over huge. And he blocked out the camera showing how shit the super kick was as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's reaching for it. There it is. Wait a minute.
Will Zuna prevail? In ring, Taker has none of it, escaping the casket with throat chops, big clothesline, swinging DDT, and a test big boot, sending the Japanese Samoan into the casket. Destroy Hinamaru, throw the flag into the casket. I was like, hang on, is that illegal? No, it's not a criminal offence. It's covered under Article 21 under freedom of speech in the Constitution of Japan. We're okay, lads. Continue.
I can guarantee you that they checked that up before they respond.
Emphatic shut the lid and Taker wins decisively.
This wasn't terrible. Yeah, okay, so there was a bit of turtling, but you said it was a 15-minute match and he was turtling for
4 minutes. Yeah.
4 minutes. It's not the worst. Yeah, Yoko was gassed very early into this, but he made it through the rest of the match without taking too many shortcuts. Yeah, for me, yeah.
Not a thumbs up from me. Between the build, Yoko being a goof, the interference, thought it was bad action, overbooked, didn't care. I thought this was a poor main event. It felt like a come down. Yeah. Thumbs down from me.
I thought it was actually a better bout than at the Rumble, but who cares? I've already seen the same babyface and the same heel with the same stipulation at the Rumble. It's even the same fucking double Y double D casket. Like, there's this, yeah. But thanks to multiple interferences, Zuna could rest, and I didn't think it was that obvious. So he could get up and bump around for the final spot. So that was big thumbs up. Zuna would take time off to heal from injuries and try to lose weight, but ended up catching up with the Colonel instead. Even bigger upon his return. Chuck Norris, mate, did almost nothing. Didn't even celebrate with Taker afterwards. In itself, it's an odd pairing. Like, maybe if it was Biker Taker and Chuck Norris, that might work, you know? But, you know, he wasn't a yeehaw cowboy here. But Chuck Norris said to be very lovely to work with. So, thumbs up. And curtain down.
So for Vince McMahon and Gorilla Monsoon, we wish you a happy holiday season. We'll see you at the Royal Rumble.
So let's take it to the aftermath.
Tonight in the square circle, The Undertaker versus Lex Luger and Yokozuna.
Welcome to the aftermath. Oh, see, what did you think of the 1994 Survivor Series?
It was rough. It was short, mercifully short, but it was rough. Taker Yoko, I did quite enjoy. Maybe it wasn't that rough. I didn't actually hate this show.
You're being gaslighting, Steve. Gaslighting yourself.
Okay, obviously we had the doinks and that stuff, but when you've got, you know, a decent opener and a decent closer, an amazing storyline match in Bret versus Backlund, I've come not full circle, but 180 degree semicircle, and I'll give it a mild recommendation.
All right.
I definitely liked the stuff with Diesel and Sean. I thought that was built well, so that gets a thumbs up. And I loved the Backlund versus Bret match. I thought it was some of my favourite stuff that we've watched in a long time. Just the entire thing from build to match to finish. I thought it was fucking amazing. So I couldn't ever hate a show that had something that great on it, but The rest of the show, I didn't like. I'd say watch Bret and Backlund. Maybe watch the first match if you care. And I'd say skip the rest because I didn't like the main event. So yeah, it's like a thumbs in the middle show.
Most matches had no substance to it. No pre-match promos, which is really weird because the series matches potentially need 9 falls. So get your shit in and leave, please. WWF gotten so much worse in 3 months, and we're heading into the worst year in wrestling history. 95. I didn't like the Backlund match, but I quite liked all our own stuff. That was masterful. No, this is terrible. Holy shit. The Doink stuff. Like, we do try make it have as much fun as we can. So, oh wow, do not watch. Stay away. Stay very away.
It's an actual black hole of fun, that Doink match. Like, I despised it.
Could have used more Mo. Oh, but Steve, tough shit, mate. We're watching more because what happened on Raw? Raw after the Survivor Series. Part of me really wants to stop the OSW episode right here with Backlund as champion. So, good night, everybody. But yeah, Raw, November 28th, 1994, from the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, New York. Bob Backlund is no longer champion. Survivor Series was on Wednesday. Saturday at Madison Square Garden, with Bret injured, newly ranked #1 contender Diesel gets a title shot. Kick, jackknife, 1, 2, 3, and it happened on a house show. Ugh. We get a new world champion in 8 seconds. Diesel is the new top babyface and leader of the new generation.
Bob Backlund, jackknife to the canvas. Diesel, the cover, and in a record-setting 8 seconds, Big Daddy Cool became the leader of the new World Wrestling Federation generation.
Vince wanted Diesel to be the face of the new generation and thought pulling the trigger immediately would be a great, huge shock, and not just murdering Backlund and murdering Diesel by telling you retrospectively about it. Backlund put Diesel over really strong at the MSG house show because he actually crawled on his tummy on his way to the back. Although he'd still go his head with his crazy old coot dictionary wielding moralizing gimmick, he never attained these heights again. Like, the peak was his amazing, "I've never eaten marijuana."
I have never swore in front of my children. I never have ever eaten marijuana.
Criminally underused in 95. Criminal. 3 days. I didn't know it was just 3 days. I know, okay, Vince pulled the trigger on Diesel. Oh, he's the guy. He's the fuck Bret. Diesel's the guy. Right? Which he'd obviously go back on. He'd learn the error of his ways. But, okay, Diesel, and he didn't trust Diesel maybe to have a long match at Backlund. I don't know. But what a disaster. Backlund was massively over at the end of this pay-per-view. Gone. Stupidity. Get Diesel to beat him at soonest to be the Rumble. But you've got a legitimate over heel here that everyone is scared of, and he's done. It's beggars belief. So just 1 point. Was Bret injured, or he could?
No, he's fine. This was a kayfabe injury.
Okay, why not have Bret get his rematch and lose at the Rumble? Diesel wins the Rumble and beats Backlund.
Yeah. Oh my God. There you go. Yeah. A tale as old as time.
Would you please welcome the new World Wrestling Federation champion?
Vinnie Mac hosts a special in-ring interview with new WWF champion Diesel. Smiley Nash admits to running out of gas, Diesel, in his Survivor Series match as Shawn made him stem longer to Jackknife Razor. Diesel's a fully fledged, boring white meat babyface. How's he do? To the fans, thanks for wishing me luck. It made me more confident facing Backlund. They were telling him, yeah, do the job at the Garden. No chance, mate. To Backlund, he respects him, and if he slaps on the crossface chicken wing, it'll be trouble for Big D.
Hey, Bob, you're a real wrestler. You're a real man. I respect you. If you get the crosswing chicken on me, hey, it might be trouble for Big D.
But you know what, Bob? You gotta get it on me. You gotta get it on me.
Do you like he's given himself his own new nickname?
Oh, Big D.
Suck the Big D, alright.
Yeah.
To Bret, he didn't like how he lost the title. If you're waiting for Bret to quit, the Survivor Series would still be going on right now. Bret, enjoy your great family and get well. Big D promises you a future title shot, which you would at the Rumble.
Oh, he's actually going as far as say, Bret, enjoy your time at home with your family. That's way more white meat than, Bret wouldn't say something like that. That's way too white meat.
Like it's just boring babyface. Like Bret is a babyface, but he's a competitor.
Yes.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
This he just has no edge. It's kind of
and he can talk. Nash can talk.
Yeah. He's just a happy thumbs upper.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, why couldn't Vince let the cool heel naturally turn babyface so he could keep some of his heelish kind of bite to him? Holy God.
He finishes the promo be like, I love the new generation. It's like,
that makes one of us, yeah.
That's it, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. You're done now. You know, you're done. Congratulations. You're going to go down in history as when anyone talks about the worst champions, your name's going to pop up, mate. So I hope you're happy.
On lives the new generation and the World Wrestling Federation. Yeah!
So what do we got? Owen Hart versus John Paul. Smarmy on, he's sporting Bret's towel that Helen threw in last night.
I thought that was a great little touch.
And then commentators are like, wouldn't it be great to have John Paul pull off an upset? It's like, no.
This match, basically background info, because the main point of this was that Bret was on the phone with Vince. He said he has stretched tendons and ligaments, and he says that he'll be back in the new year.
To sit back and really try to understand clearly and completely what happened.
He is in shock over what happened, but he says that he doesn't really know what to think yet. And that's it. I thought Bret was pretty poor here, actually.
So what he's saying here is, Diesel, you've got 6 weeks to cement yourself as the new top babyface. Spinning heel kick, enziguri, belly-to-belly suplex, sharpshooter, pulling the knee pad for added torque. Owen breezes past John Paul in 4 minutes.
What? Can you blame him? He took the home to Bret Hart. Look at it. He just threw the towel in on him.
From the 3 Mile Island, it's Adam Bomb versus IRS.
IRS comes out with the $1 Million Man and a druid. Sure, why not? He cuts a promo on Taker saying that he may be the master of the casket match, but he won't rest until he pays his taxes.
The taxes. The
taxes.
Yeah, the hand thing means taxes.
Hold on, he's not getting a shot against Taker at the Rumble. Don't tell me.
Oh my God, Stephen. You're a mind reader. Quit pressing that eject button. Undertaker, you fucking tax cheat. You're feuding with me, tough shit. I did like IRS. He escapes a headlock with a side suplex. Yeah, looked nice. Yeah. IRS has a hooded druid with him, pushes Bomb off the top turnbuckle. IRS leg drop and Adam bombs after 8 minutes.
Whoever that is, that druid, obviously interfering in the matchup.
Who was the druid, you ask? No one's asking, but I'll tell you anyway. Before Christmas, DiBiase had a druid with him too, and it was revealed to be Steve's boy, Tatanka.
Why? He was already with him.
That was just his gear for the day.
I mean, at least they gave him new gear, so that's something, you know? It's something that I did make a point about.
Here's this burlap sack.
Because we're not allowed to talk about Tatanka.
In all fairness, though, you know, I'm just glad that he's he keeps getting on the show, you know?
Clock Holly, he's hot, all right.
It's Sparky Plug Bob Holly versus Tony DeVito, looking quite plump. Holy shit, this is actually a competitive match.
Why is Holly selling for the jumper? It's ridiculous.
Tony batters OSC's boy, reversal hoe train clothesline, and Holly starts bumping for him.
Like, is he in peril? Babyface in peril.
He's putting him over.
No, Tony, no! Please, Tony.
Tony DeVito, I'll have you know, is a force to be reckoned with, Steve.
Is there like 2.5 counts and things like that?
Reverse elbow, big scoop slam, elbow drop. Bob Holly, you should be ashamed. But an ugly boot and whoopsie clothesline seals it in 250.
We'll give Bob his due. It does have a nice drop kick.
His opponent right back down to the canvas. Big fight by Bob Holly and drop kick. Nicely done.
But the ugliest, meanest, nastiest hog of them all is me.
Bun Street Crew member Henry O. Godwin vignette.
It's the new gen. It's really hitting us now, isn't it?
Yes, debuting in the WWF, he'll be in Hog's Heaven. Did you get it? Henry O. Godwin.
Yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yep.
Lex Luger versus Bert Centeno, or is it Centeno? Because Vince and Fink have different ideas of how to pronounce Bert's surname.
Oh my god, just call him Bert then. Hey Bert. Lex, the Survivor Series failure, gets a jobber squash. Bit of bother getting beefy Bert up for the Rebel Rack, but otherwise grand, yeah. Sexy Lexi flexes and folds Centeno for the submission win in 209.
And Centeno wins no time in submission.
Do you like the gimmick of Super USA babyface Lex Luger coming out with a child to wave the flag?
Who he can't boom then?
Yeah, like it's kind of clever. Lex Luger is not over, but his country is. So, you know.
In the country that is.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah, you're not going to boo your own country or the flag. It's probably illegal to boo the flag.
How close is Lex with his baby versus Ricky Steamboat coming out with his newborn child? Do you remember he did the entrance?
Oh my god.
Bringing Richie Steamboat. Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
This.
Whose baby is that? Main event, Ginger Nip Hair. It's the Heavenly Bodies versus Gary Scott and Buck Quartermain.
I like the name.
We get a crowd sign. Ooh, Tom and Jimmy, just too sexy for the ring. Slaphead, beltless jarhead Bob Backlund comes to ringside. A much more quieter, more humble Backlund meekly pledges to straighten society's morality.
I'm gonna bring morality back to the whole world.
Yeah, so we're just listening to Backlund as the jobbers provide little resistance, a low energy, low interest deconstruction, a double slingshot suplex, a back body drop splash, double team leg drop, gut wrench powerbomb into a penetration cradle, lifting Jobby up for a top rope splash. Hips and Nips win in 3:41.
Articulate with them in a manner that's respectful and not the manner of some of the youth today when you walk down the aisle in the language that flows out of their mouth. It's very embarrassing. All right.
What do you think?
The match didn't matter because the whole point of it was Backlund giving out. So,
and what do you think of Backlund?
I like Bob Backlund. I'm really pissed off that he's not champion. They had managed to make something catch fire and they just fucking doused it on the first try and they blew it.
Yeah, man, it's depressing what they've done to Backlund. Like his inane conjugation there. It would be so much better if he had the belt, give him that legitimacy to give the weight to his words. But he's brought the dictionary with him. I think he's just looking up words as he erroneously uses procure. He says he's going to procure a chicken wing on Diesel.
And I'm going to procure that chicken wing on him and destroy him. He should be exterminated.
There you go. That's that.
That's that. That's right.
Just to give you something, it's not till the following week where we get a decent matchup. Jeff Jarrett versus the British Bulldog.
Ooh.
Hey. And your boy, you get the debut of the roadie, Jesse James.
With Double J?
Yeah. He kind of, Road Dogg, he kind of flump walks deflatedly to the ring. Like he's just, because he's a roadie. He's like the white Virgil. Jarrett's wearing black with gold stars and tinsel on the flanks and crotch, like a Christmas present. It's good stuff. And then he gives a Bulldog the Bulldog. Unsuccessful perfect plex, and then Sean's on commentary and he touts, that move never beat anyone. Which is hilarious. Sean actually beat him via countout at last year's SummerSlam. Hennig he was in talks with WCW, nothing came of it. His back is still fucked, but he'd be back on commentary for the next year's WWF Survivor Series and he'd replace Lawler. Wrestled, neither do the job. They're both on the outside. Bully presses Jarrett into the ring, but the roadie sneakily holds Davy's foot. He was hiding under the ring. Bulldog gets counted out after 14 minutes. Jared wins, huh?
Davey Boy Smith was counted out.
So what do you think of Raw?
Better than the usual post pay-per-view show, because I got the impression that the ones before this were pre-taped. And so you got no angles coming out. You got nothing except for shitty matches. On this, at least things moved forward on the next show. So from that point of view, thumbs up. But was it a good show? No.
So let's take it to the wrestling news.
Awesome.
Some segment actually got something for you. Okay, DANKMUS, he makes the Simpsons song. He takes quotes and puts them into like dance songs, and they're fucking incredible. There's really good stuff here. It was I said French fries. A lot of good stuff. Highly recommend watching it. I've actually gotten him to do like one of his songs, but for Bob Backlund.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Awesome.
I sponsor kids tournaments to try to help your children. How many chemicals do you have in your cabinet at home? I never eat marijuana. I never eat marijuana. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? I never eat marijuana. I never eat marijuana. And I'll take out anybody. It's sports. It's sports education. It's sports. 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 It's sports. I'm your champion. Maybe I should apologize. Maybe I should apologize.
Oh man, hope you enjoy that.
Amazeballs.
Cheers, Wade. Rockin' work, mate. So that does it for episode 93, Survivor Series 1994. What do you think of that, Ook?
Really good show.
Really good show. V1, what do you think, mate?
Loads of crack.
Excellent. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. Jeez, man, it's good to fucking record another show. And thank you to Chris doing the initial video pass of OSW 93 Series 94, Ryan editing the Backlund Retrospective and Bull Nakano bonus match, Adam for his animated segment, Donald for the comic book artwork, both Spider-Bret and Lincoln Backlund, Dino for his artwork on Taker Yokozuna, Scott Hurley helped with research, Square-Eyed Jack intro motion graphics. So tell me, what is happening on Twitch, buddy? Every Friday night around 8:30 you get some kisses from the missus.
Get some kisses from the missus.
I hate that so much.
I know, yeah.
That's why we do it. Yeah. So we do our OSW watch-alongs where we work our way through the OSW catalogue and basically drink wine and have the crack.
What happens when you get to the end of, when you catch up? Are you going to go back to the start?
We're just going to go back to the start again.
Steve, I was like, well, you have to find out on twitch.tv.
The answer is back to the start.
On and on.
It will
over.
never end, Steve.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Awesome, brilliant. So you can watch all of our episodes free of charge on IMAX flavored 4:3 full screen at
OSWreview.com.
And if you're feeling jaunty, spicy, smokestacky, onion ringy, Oreo shaky, give us some money so we can order from Eddie Rocketsy. You can, and watch some exclusive exclusive reviews and whatnots and have-yous. You can at
OSWreview.com.
It's atrocious.
That was the best one,
Just give us some money. Give us some goddamn money. So I can keep us floating in Oreo shakes. So it's a goodbye from me, your boy, Jay Hunter, V1.
Take a boo.
And OSE. And myself, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you.